She's further along than you. She looks better than you. She's doing more than you, and she's been more than you. She's winning, and you're falling behind. That's what comparison does. It makes you look at everyone else's highlight reels and feel like you're not enough. But here's the truth. Comparison isn't just stealing your joy, it's stealing your focus. It's keeping you stuck watching other people's lives instead of building your own. Today's Friday 5 vibe check. I'm going to give you 5 mindset shifts to help you stop comparing yourself to others and start focusing on your path. Let's get into it. So this is, of course, on Friday's vibe check on the Kenya. And every week, I tend to plan, as I'm saying, a plan, because I've been falling off a little bit, but I plan to give you 5 self-reflection questions to help you reset your mind shift, build self-awareness, and move forward with clarity. These questions push you to think differently, think critically, to give you options, to challenge your perspectives, to see yourself and your life in a new way. Today, we're talking about comparison. And this is a big one because social media has made comparison constant. You can't stop for 5 minutes of seeing someone doing something that you're not doing, having something you don't have, looking away you don't look. And it's exhausting. It makes you feel like you're falling behind, like you're not doing enough, like everyone else has been figured out and you're still struggling. But comparison is a trap. It's not motivating you. It's paralyzing you. It's not pushing you forward. It's keeping you stuck in envy, insecurity, and self-doubt. So these 5 mind shifts are going to help you see comparison for what it is and give you a different way to think about your journey. Grab your journal, lines, get some page, pause, get my pen. Always throwing down notes. And here we go. Question number 1. Are you comparing your real life to someone else's highlight reel? Oh, let's start here because this is okay. This is where most comparisons start. You're comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's edited, filtered, curated version of their life. You see their vacation photos, but you don't see the debt they're in. You see his or her promotions, but you don't see the 80-hour weeks they're putting in. You see the perfect relationship, but you don't see the arguments, the therapy, the work it takes to keep it together. You see the successes, but you don't see the failures, the rejections, the breakdowns. They got them there. Trust me. Social media shows you the win. It doesn't show you the work. It doesn't show you the struggle. It shows you the messy, no. It doesn't show you the messy, hard, uncomfortable parts of a beautiful life. So when you're comparing and you're complaining about your reality, the stress, the mess, the in-between to someone else's performance, and that's not fair. Not to them, and definitely not to you. So this mindset shift is simple. I'm going to say it's simple, but it's never simple in our lives. Stop comparing your chapter 3 to someone's chapter 20. Stop comparing your process to someone else's product. You're seeing a snapshot. You're not seeing the whole story. Trust me. I look to it and I'm like, oh, man. And then I stop. Question number 2. What would you focus on if you weren't busy watching what everyone else is doing? Here's what comparison does. It distracts you. It takes your focus off your goals and put it on everyone else's. You spend more time strolling, watching, envying that. You building, and you're not actually building. No, you're not building. So you ask yourself, what would it be right now if you weren't comparing yourself to other people? What would you create? What would you start? What would you finish? Where would you put that energy? Because the time you spend comparing It's time you're not spending on your own life. Every minute you're on social media feeling bad about yourself, and the minute you're not working on your business, health, relationships, goals. Comparison steals our focus. And focus is everything. You can't build your life when you're obsessing over someone else's that who don't know you. So this mindset shift is about reclaiming your attention. You got that? Reclaiming your attention. What are you supposed to be focusing on? And what would you change if actually you put your energy there instead of watching someone else's? Oh, man. Goodness. Let's take a breath. Question number 3. Are you using comparison as motivation or as an excuse to stay stuck? Not all comparison is bad. Sometimes seeing someone else's success shows you what possibility is and it inspires you. It motivates you. It makes you think, if they can do it, so can I. But other times, comparison becomes an excuse. Well, I'll never be as good as her. So why should I try? I'm already too far behind. So what's the point? They have resources I don't have, so it's not fair. And that type of comparison is not motivating you. It's keeping you stuck. It's giving you permission to quit before you even started. It's letting you play victim instead of taking responsibility. So be honest with yourself. When you compare, are you using it as fuel to push yourself? Or are you using it as a reason to stay where you are? Because one move too forward, and you know what? The other keeps you very paralyzed. And you get to choose which one you're doing. Question number 4. What are you good at that you're ignoring because you're too busy wishing you were good at what they're good at? This one's important because comparison makes you devalue your gifts while envying someone else's. You over here wishing you were as creative as her or as him, as organized as they are, confident as them, and you completely ignore what you're good at. Maybe you're amazing at connecting with people. Maybe you're a problem solver. You're resilient. You're a great listener. I'm asking you. Maybe you're talented in ways that don't get likes or Instagram, but actually matter. But because you're too busy comparing yourself to people with different strengths, you're not honoring your strengths. You're trying to be them instead of being the best version of you. So this mind shift is about recognizing your gifts. What are you good at? What comes naturally for you? What do people come to you for, and are you celebrating that? Or are you too busy wishing you were someone else's? Because you can't build a life trying to be someone else. You can only build your life by being you. Capiche? Question number 5. How would your life change if you celebrated other people's wins instead of feeling threatened by them? Here's the final shift. What if you stop seeing other people's success as proof that you're failing? What if you stop treating life like a competition where someone else winning means you're losing? Because that's scarcity mindset. That's believing there's not enough success, not enough opportunity, enough recognition to go around. So when someone else gets it, you feel like it's being taken from you. But that's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. Someone else getting a promotion doesn't mean you won't. Or if someone finding love doesn't mean you won't. People building a business doesn't mean you can't. Their win doesn't block yours. Success doesn't cancel out your potential. There's space for all of us to win, space for all of us to eat. So what if instead of envying them, and celebrate them? Go and ask them what inspired them and can they share something with you, you know? Instead of intimidating you. What if you saw it as a win as proof that it's possible instead of proof that you are behind? Because when you get genuinely celebrated by other people, comparison loses its power. You stop seeing them as competition and start seeing them as evidence that good things can happen. And that shift, Oh, that shift, that's freedom. Totally. So, okay. Those are my 5 mindset shifts for Friday's vibe check. Can't stop comparing yourself to others, okay? Listen, comparison is very natural. We all do it. But but it doesn't have to control you. It doesn't have to steal your joy, focus, or your confidence. You can choose differently to think about it. This connects to my 4 pillars, of course. Attitude. You're gonna choose to focus on your path instead of watching everyone else's. Self-worth. Know your value instead of determining of how stacked up against other people. Gratitude. Being thankful for what you have instead of envying what other people have. And then, legacy, building something that's yours, not a copy of someone else's life. You're not behind. You're not failing. You're on your timeline, and your life doesn't need to look like everyone else's do to be valuable. So pick one of these mindsets for this week. Practice it. When you catch yourself comparing, pause and apply the shift. See what happens. Drop a comment which mindset shifted you. What are you going to do to focus on instead of comparing? Read notice. Trust me. If this helped, share it with someone who's stuck in their comparison trap. Let's build a community of people who celebrate their own path. Next week, Friday Vibe is back. Make sure you subscribe. Remember, knowing yourself isn't selfish at all. It's very necessary. This is the Kenya, and this is a vibe check.